Oh, stop staring down at me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Easy Meals with Medda once again. We are again doing a quick meal. This one shouldn't take too long. We actually, honestly, let me flip to this. Honestly, started the water boiling ahead of time just to save some time. It's probably been like 5 minutes or so. But anyways, water's boiling. That's no problem. Back to the main scene here. We're going to be making, it's going to be elbow noodles, just basic bitch elbow noodles. Then, let's see, we've got some tuna. I think I did three cans last time. Let's do 3 cans this time. Yeah, it's a pretty simple meal. It's not too much work, not too much mess either, which honestly, that's kind of the best part, that it's not that much mess. Not gonna lie. Let's fix some of this. Oh my gosh. Stop it, Windows. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Cool. Alright, so 3 cans. We'll put the other 2 back in the fridge. A lot of people don't microwave their... microwave. Good call. Good call. No, a lot of people don't refrigerate their tuna. I do. I like cold tuna. I mean, it's not going to matter this much in this instance, but like if I were making like a tuna fish sandwich or something on toast, that would be nice to have that contrast. I like the contrast between, you know... Let's get this to lock again. I like the contrast between like the hot crunchiness of the toast with the cool smoothness of the tuna fish. So personally, refrigerate the tuna. Saves me a step. Let's see what we got going here. All right. So then we're gonna need a bowl, a mixing bowl. Looks like we got at least one up here. That's not in the greatest of shape. Who knows how long it's been up there. 2 little dishes. Keep all of the things off of the hands. That's always the biggest deal. It was like just, yeah, kind of part of the bowl at this point. Some pitting, but that'll be fine. So all this we're doing, obviously, while this heats up, we've got these noodles that we need to go in as soon as it's at a full boil. Looks like we're getting pretty close. We got to find the can opener, though, which could, in fact, be anywhere, including on the counter, around the counter. This could be a major problem, given that I don't know where the can opener went. Backup can opener it is. We got this weird clunky bitch right here. Maybe this will pick it up. Yeah, this weird clunky bitch. All right. Well, it kind of warped a bit, the can top, but should still be perfectly good for draining. Now, one good thing to keep in mind is even if you like to go thin on the mayo or light on the mayo, it's actually kind of a good idea to have a little bit of extra wetness, maybe a little bit extra mayo in the tuna mix that we're creating here. The main reason, of course, being because we're going to be putting noodles in it, and those noodles are going to cool down. Janky fucking thing. Come on. Jesus Christ, I hate this thing so much. Come on. Oh god, this thing just shits out. Oh god, this is not ideal. Okay, yeah, well this thing is completely broke. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, adventure time. Hey look! The regular can opener! Great! That thing's fucked though. One can it opened for me, and the entire time I've owned it. That's fantastic. You?
It's what's going on
shitty machine?
It's my moderate to severe ulcerative colitis.
It wasn't always this calm. UC went everywhere I did. One
Bye.
would pop up next was stressful.
Fuck you.
On the insides.
Oh god, ads, of course.
But then I found out about Velsipity. A once
We don't want
pill,
ads.
not a steroid or biologic. For
I thought I had a
adults with moderate to
blocker on
severe
here. Nope. We'll fix that. There, we should be good now. There. All right. So back to this, more tuna. This is the worst part of the whole thing, honestly. It's the tuna draining. Honestly, if there's like a machine to do this or a better way to do this, I would probably spend way too much money, but I would buy it in a heartbeat. Oh my god. This is why I hate that can opener. Jesus Christ. Whatever, we'll leave you like that because you're a little bitch. Alright, we got a rolling boil here. Drop this down, just down from high to like 8. And throw in a guesstimate amount of elbow noodles. I am making you see nothing here. So here's a guess at how many noodles to go in. I think that's about the right amount. It kind of covers the bottom of the pan. Probably a good amount, who knows. We'll find out. Definitely we measure in this kitchen. Definitely, if you haven't been here before, you'll figure it out. We don't measure. Not unless we absolutely have to. We're lazy. But on the plus side, like, makes the meal simpler, easier, stress-free. Like, there are benefits to this method. It's definitely a sustainable method of cooking compared to doing like elaborate meals. Like, if that's your passion, absolutely, fuck, go for it. Like, I have a passion for sim racing and D&D. And I do those things, and I play video games and whatnot, and I think that's what I enjoy. And like, if you enjoy that cooking, go and do it. I mean, I'm always say, always pursue whatever your dreams are. Even if you fail, you can fall back on something else. That's why it's called a backup, a fallback. But you never get the chance to reach your dreams unless you take the chance on them. Oh god, this just does not work at fucking all, does it? Alright, Chrome it is.
The stories you tell, the images you take.
Bye-bye that thing. YouTube. Oh, we should probably start a timer. It's probably about 8 minutes. Clock, 8 minutes. Stop. Clock, 8 minutes. Okay. And we're going to grab something here. Hopefully something that we can use to stir is left in here. Not ideal, but take it. Just make sure to break up some of those noodles. Make sure they don't all get stuck to the ground, on the bottom of the pan. Ground? Bottom of the pan? What do you want to call it? I'm just going to call it ground. Anyways, so we're going to do that. Alright, and we're going to get back here now and try and turn on something that is actually music and not ads, because nobody wants ads in their cooking stream. Alright, so let's switch over here. And then we need playlists. Everything is super slow because YouTube hates us because we're using an ad block. Cool. It's working though. I'm gonna have to download music at some point to deal with this situation, but whatever. Alright, so that's boiling. Okay, a little more tuna. And can 3. There we go. So three cans of tuna. Honestly, is that enough tuna for that noodle ratio? I'm gonna go with no. We're gonna add 1 more can. And we've only got 2 cans left. It's not like we're gonna be making another 3-can dish, let alone a 4-can dish. Might as well use one. We can use that other one later for something else. Maybe just a quick lunch or something, quick tuna fish sandwich. You know, a lot of options. Let's move this out. Let's get 1 more of these cans done. Again, fuck that automatic can opener. That has gone in the trash. I think I used it a total of 2 to 3 times in my total life, but we've had it for, I don't know, 3 years? Something like that? Maybe 4? Either way, not helpful. So into the trash it goes. Get all the liquid out. And then get the can lid out. Alright, and just that little bit left. Get that out of there. Chuck that. And then do the most important part of all of this, hand washing. Because never, ever, 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 ever do I want my hands to be dirty and sticky or nasty. All right, so we've got that going. We got this. We'll give it a stir. 4.5 minutes left of that. Okay, and now we've got this. Move this cutting board. There. Good. All right, now we need to get the mayo, which is in here somewhere, and add an amount of mayo that seems appropriate. You can always add more mayo, but you can never add less mayo. So start with too little mayo, and then work your way up. I'm gonna hope I can find some kind of a utensil that is not metal to not make me want to crawl out of my skin while I mix this. Spatula will work. Okay, so first, before we add any seasonings, we're just going to mix in the mayo and see if we get the right consistency. Once we got the right consistency, we can start seasoning it. As it's becoming fairly obvious at the moment, this is very much too little mayo. So we're going to add more mayo to it. Remember, you want this to be a little bit sloppier. Even like if you're making this compared to like how you would want like a tuna fish sandwich or something like that, you want more mayo and you want it to be more wet than you would think. Because the noodles are going to absorb a lot of that moisture as they cool down in the Tupperware container at the end with the tuna. The noodles will absorb all of that, so we got to make sure it's nice and wet so we don't end up with too dry of tuna mash when we're all said and done. So again, you just keep adding a bit as you go. It doesn't cost that much extra time to do it modularly versus actually measuring out the amount. Obviously, it would save you time total, but you know, then you have to look at the recipe or remember the recipe, and you got ADHD like me, you ain't ever remembering that shit. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty wet right there. Maybe a little more. I think we're getting close, though. Howdy, y'all. I'm Paul Dean. I'm going to put more mayo in my mayo. Alright. We don't have any butter in this meal, so I guess she wouldn't be proud. Give that another quick stir, 2.5 minutes. We'll test those noodles here shortly. All right, yeah, that's the consistency we're going for. Not a problem there. Now we're gonna add some salt. And we're gonna add some pepper. Okay, and then we're gonna add badia, which is a unique seasoning that supposed to be just vegetables. And it gives like an extra level of depth to the tuna that it really doesn't have without it. My wife, who doesn't normally like the basic tuna fish macaroni, actually really loved it, and so did my son Levi. With this minor change, like I said, a little bit of badia, it's just great. It's a little bit of vegetable seasoning, a little bit of flavor, goes well in a lot of things. So I use it in a lot of the chicken dishes and the tuna here. It's just really versatile, really nice seasoning to have. I have a big can of it somewhere around here. I'm not sure where exactly. I just keep filling up the small one, but you can buy it in bulk too, wherever the hell I put it. All right, so tuna's just about done. We've got about maybe a minute or so left in the noodles. We started it early, so let's go grab a noodle, put it down here, and see if it's done. Oh yeah, that's fucking done. The difficulty we have here is finding a damn strainer. And we got one. Awesome. Back to the sink. Turn off the stove. All right. Done with that. And we're gonna give this a nice cool spray. Not to get the starch off, that doesn't really matter. Honestly, this cold spray of water is literally just to cool it down a little bit, so that by the time I get home in about half an hour to an hour with my son, it'll be nice and chilled and ready to go. Let's just get a lot of this nice, cool water in here. That would be our timer telling us the noodles are done, even though we know they're done because we have them in our hands. Oh yeah, this is cooling it down real nice. Okay. So then we've got all of that. I don't think that bowl's gonna work. So I'm gonna need a bigger bowl from somewhere. We've gotta have one laying around, I know. Just a question of where would we have put such a thing? Not in there. While that's going though, we'll get started with the vegetables we're gonna do. Let's do peas. Peas seems good. Plus Andrea can add them if she wants. 4 minutes. Alright, shouldn't take us more than 4 minutes to finish this up. And let's start. Alright, big bowl, big bowl, big bowl. This is a mixing bowl. That looks like it'll work. So we're gonna take this. There we go. And just get mixing this nice and good. We're gonna mix it up. Oh, look at that. All right, so right now, as we know, all the flavor is in the tuna. So we're gonna add some more salt, not more pepper, and a bit more badia, just to make sure we get that nice flavor profile all throughout. Again, this usually makes extras. This will probably be a meal for me, my son, my wife, and probably a meal tomorrow. Or, let's be quite honest, my meal tonight at about 10 o'clock at night when the weed hits and I am hungry as fuck. So, one way or the other, this will probably be gone by tomorrow, but it does produce a good amount, and it's something that's really easy to make in bulk. Like, obviously you can see, I probably could have fit at least double what I made into here. So if you need to scale this up, it's just more noodles in the pot, more tuna, and more seasoning. It's really simple to scale up, which is one of the reasons I like it. Our vegetables are still going, so we're gonna go get a plate. I'm gonna do a kid's plate this time, a nice bright blue. So this is definitely a kid-style meal. And honestly, it's not going to look that impressive. It won't look that impressive on a screenshot. And sometimes that does matter. But here, absolutely. Let's just give it a little bit of depth. Okay. We'll put this away in the fridge. After we find a lid. Why is it always the hardest part of Tupperware is finding the damn lid? That's what I want to know. I have never not struggled finding a damn lid for Tupperware. I mean, my organizational skills in general. This candle is fucking convenient, though. I'll tell you what, for this mixing bowl. Not gonna lie, I did not plan that out. Absolutely fantastic for transfer. This would be so much harder with a standard mixing bowl. This is the first time we've used our goddamn KitchenAid mixer, and we didn't use the mixer, I just used the damn bowl. Okay, we'll stuff that in the fridge to get cool. Obviously, Levi's will go, and we gotta go pick him up from daycare after this. I'm going to take this Honey Nut Cheerios bar. I know it seems silly, but I like to give my kid a little bit of variety. Cut it in half first, and in half again. Just nice little bite-sized, finger-sized pieces. Boom. And then all we've got left are the peas that we still need that knife for. Okay. Cheeses are done. Ow, 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 ow. The pain! The hot peas! All right. Get back in there, please. All right, time for the close-up. All right, so the meal today. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so thank you everybody so much for being here and taking the time to spend here with me. That is the meal. Hopefully you liked it. It's one of the quickest meals I think we've done. Let's see, what is the time, the session time? It says 3 hours and 24 minutes. Somehow I don't think that is right. What does Streamlabs say? It says nothing. So I have streamed for some amount of time. I don't think definitely not 3 hours and 25 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. Quick meal. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's flip back over to this. So thanks everybody again for taking the time to watch. This does help me stay on top of cooking for my family in somewhat healthy ways with better food than frozen or takeout. I mean, would you rather give them tuna mac, peas, and some cereal bar pieces, or McDonald's? I'm gonna go with this. This is what I'm gonna go with. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with more. We'll see. Tomorrow's kind of a hectic day. At the very least, we should be back Thursday with more as well. And then, of course, we have Dog Pound Classic, which is the only handicapped Super Metroid speedrunning tournament in the entire world, as far as I'm aware. It happens every single the last Saturday of every single month at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's super fun. We have upwards of 10 plus runners running simultaneously on the same screen, and I am doing live commentary, Mexican soccer announcer level commentary for the full hour and a half of the runs. It's electric, it's fun. Hopefully I'll see you there. And then of course, as always, we do have D&D from 2 to 5 and 6 to 9 on Sunday. Hope to see you there.